What's going on? My name is Max Shooter or Max Shooter 49. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over a special plugin by NeuroDSP that has to do with vocal processing, mixing, vocal stacking, layering, effects, etc. Everything to do with your vocals when it comes to, I don't know, whether you're mixing for an artist or you're trying to make your own vocal samples if you're a sample maker, or if you're a producer that wants to do some sort of like EDM chops, vintage vocals, whatever you want to do. This is a really nice plugin that I feel like you need to have. Let's get right into it. I'm gonna start off with this vocal melody that I made with my boy Key Major. He did the guitar and I did the rest of the processing and the cool vocal loops on like some cool Friday type stuff. All right, so I'm gonna play you guys the melody. Yeah, man, super simple idea. You see how much space there is, or excuse my terrible arrangement actually. Starting off with a guitar. And then adding some more guitar layers. And like a bass line. And then the rest of the vocals. So before I get into it, this video is not sponsored. They just sent me the Mantra plugin, which is out right now. And the Mantra plugin is a vocal plugin, but it's not like a paid sponsorship where I have to say something good. Honestly, as you can see, this VST is stacked with a bunch of stuff, bro. A de-esser, a gate, an EQ, a saturation. Let's play the vocals without Mantra, just so you guys get an idea of this. Now you should play it with Mantra. Pretty dope, right? Like, I feel like Mantra just makes my singing and my vocals just way better. So I'm gonna tell you guys exactly what I did to like process them. So first off, you have this big feature. It's called the Sculpt feature. I want to get into the Sculpt feature on the next project. I'll probably be breaking down 2 or 3 projects showing you how you can use Mantra. But first off, it has a built-in auto tune. So if I turn the tune off, it also has a formant shift. I like the format shift a little bit. So these are pre-built effects as well. Like, I had the tape delay on, an ambient reverb, and a modulated chorus. Me personally, I'm a tape guy, so the tape delay is really fire, but I had it on an analog delay. You can change the feedback, width, time, and everything else. Another thing though, you can use Mantra not just on your vocals, but literally on everything. It's like a go-to effects plugin. I mean, it's almost similar to an effect rack that you already have, but it just really works well with, I would even say, instruments too. So let's go back on the tape mode. So you have these 3 effects. Of course, they're the basic effects: your delay, your reverb, and modulation. You know, your essentials, your fundamentals. So after I did some auto-tune and some effects, I added some gate on there. And bro, if you get this plugin, I heavily advise you to record your own vocal samples with them and do the time multiplicator process, like the vary speed. Bro, I'm telling you, like, I feel like when you do everything yourself, even when it comes to playing an instrument or getting a guitar, like, it's the same thing with the voice. Like, you have an idea in your head, but you can't necessarily get it out there. And if you're not the best at recording vocals and mixing them, it has a live tracking mode to where you can hear your voice in real time with extra low latency, so that way you know exactly what you're doing to your voice while you're mixing it. If you really want to test this out, there's a trial in the description. You can use Splice and all these kits, but you have a certain vocal idea in your head, but you just don't know how to process or don't know where to go. I feel like this plugin can really help when it comes to sculpting your sound, processing it, and actually flipping it to where it's like, okay, it sounds fire, and it's a one-stop shop. You don't need to have a bunch of all of these plugins. Now, you could do this with your basic FL Studio, your basic Logic or Ableton plugins, but I'm pretty sure you want to go with these guys. I mean, they made Archetype Corey Wong, all the great amps, bro, guitar pedals, quad cortex. This is NeuroDSP we're talking about here. So when it comes to their plugins, especially on instruments and voices and everything, like, I would trust them. So I played around with the gate and it took away all the big noise, bro. Like, obviously there's still some noise because I'm singing out in the freaking park, you know? Like, I don't like singing at the house. I like to walk around and get my ideas out there. So I play with the opening and the closing of the gate. Like I said, not a big specifics guy, but I'll just do whatever sounds good to me. It also has a de-esser. I actually have a little bit of EQ on this, so I don't know if I needed the de-esser like that. A little bit of EQ here. Take away the sharpness of it, especially in the mid right here. I got my compressor right here. making it loud. And here's a cool thing, like I like the visual technique that they're doing here. Like, of course, you can do it with your EQ or your regular fruity compressor, but I don't know, like the visuals that they got on here just really fire, especially when I have everything right here. I could just go to EQ, de-esser, sculpt, gate. I don't gotta go through all these plugins, open up, click. I'm telling you, it really helps with the minor inconveniences of trying to find a new plugin every time for a new effect. And lastly, you got some saturation. A saturation just makes it upfront, makes it full. Let's play it without the saturation. A little too much saturation. You see how it sounds up front now? I can use tape saturation too. What's this section called? The correction section, okay? And you got the harmony section and the post effects. So there's 3 sections. I just showed you guys the correction section, except the sculpt. We're gonna get into that in the next section. But another cool thing is that you can actually like monitor these live time, which I'm still trying to get my hands on and grasp. So what else? The plugin even has a built-in limiter right here, you know what I'm saying? So pick your poison, man. Like, what do you want to do? You want to have tune on only? You want to have gate only? You want to have your de-esser only? Like, you could just use one of these effects for just one thing only, or you can use all of them for everything. Like, it's really up to you. I love how customizable and creative you can get. That's this sample, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play it with everything. I'm gonna just turn everything down because I put that saturation on. Clean. Oh, come on, that's clean, bro. That's hard, bro. If you load it up, you'll already get a fire basic stock sound, bro. That's project 1. Let's get into project 2. I want to try out the stacking feature, okay? Listen, y'all. If you know about the great Nico Baran, right? That man's music needs to be studied, especially his vocals and his processing. Now, what does Nico Baran do to have such unique vocals, right? My man Patron uses vocals too, bro. One thing that I noticed in a lot of their samples is that they use vocal stacking, and it sounds like a choir. So let's get into the vocal stacking section of Mantra. All right, so we got our chord progression. So now, okay, I want to do some 90s R&B. Hold on. I ain't gonna lie, this is a 90s R&B cook-up now. Sorry, y'all. I don't know. We could also use splice. That could be something. So let's load up our good friend Mantra. Okay, like let's start with sculpting it. Like I wanted to talk about the layer feature, which I'll have to put the key and the root note in there. This vocal is already a little processed, so it may not work for vocals that are already processed. Let's just start. She got flowers in her hair, covered in jasmine. Okay, now it all depends on what type of tone you're trying to go for. For me, 90s R&B vocals that sound more upfront with the high-end EQ is better, I would say. Like, I like the raspiness in the whispers of like the high-end EQ. And that's why I'm gonna use the sculpt function from now on, because what it just did there, I didn't even have to touch nothing. All I had to do was press analyze and then boom. As you saw, I clicked that right there. You see that right there? I clicked the middle, start analyzing, boom. It said, okay, let's listen to it. We listening to it. Okay, cool. We're gonna take that and we're gonna make it sound better. I ain't gonna lie, y'all let me know what y'all think. I really like the sculpt function. You could even change the curve levels if you really want to like update it. You know, you could turn this down if you want, you could turn this up, but basically it's going to give you something to play with. You can turn it down. I like turning it down. Anyway, so I don't know if this was here before, but it did turn the compression, the saturation, de-esser, it did everything for me. So all I had to do was just press analyze. And this is without Mantra. Like I said, it's about what type of vocal tone you're trying to go for. It sounds good. It sounds fire, but if you turn the Mantra back on, no. If you, an engineer, or you're you're a producer trying to get some like, you're like, okay, fine, bro. It's 2025. I don't want to mix. There you go. Just let it do it for you. Anyway, that's the sculpt function basically in a whole. And this plugin is really simple, bro. Like, it's not too complicated. It's beginner friendly. Just know a little bit about your DSers, your EQs, your compressors, and saturations. Just turn some stuff up, bro. So aside from that, we only have one more section to go through. Now let's actually use the stack feature. There's so much more stuff in Mantra that I still have yet to explore, that I haven't explored, especially the presets. I just been crafting my own presets ever since I got it. Like, I'm gonna just leave that up to y'all. Let me play around with a couple presets just to see something. Maybe we start off with the vocal and we build on top of it. All right, I found my vocal. I found a dry acapella, no effects on it whatsoever. I'm sorry, bro. I have to make this into an R&B, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. Now that we have our basic melody, I want to use the mantra and just start processing it because this is all dry. It already sounds good. Alright, let's start analyzing it. Let's sculpt it.
Say it again. Won't you say it again? Say, won't you say it again? Say it again.
I'm gonna turn that down. I don't even think it needs all that for real.
Say it again. Won't you say it again?
Turn the DS up a little bit.
Won't you
EQ.
say it again? Say it again.
Let's do like a tape delay. Alright, now we can use the stack feature. Root and scale F minor. We could even select our chords.
Say it again. Won't you say it again?
Oh, that's hard. Oh, wait a minute. The 8th? Oh, hold on. Oh. That's fire. So you could actually like move around like it's an actual choir, actual people singing. Okay, I want some 7s though. I want an open 7th chord.
Say it again. Won't you say it again? Say, won't you say it again? Say it again.
Maybe I'm not using it right, but I think for certain parts of the vocal you can't use it because it's gonna switch the keys and everything. If I'm saying that right. See, I don't really know music theory like that. Let me see. 9th. It sounds good though. I like the octave up. That's hard.
Say it again. Won't you say it again? Say, won't you?
Okay, that last part I gotta fix, but aside from that, this is fire. Oh, dude, check this out. When you're doing the harmony mode, it plays around with the regular reverb or whatever you want to do, like delay, reverb, or modulation. It can play around with your root vocal, or you can play around with the harmonies itself. I like that. It got the main vocal mix and the harmony mix. That's dope. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna render this out with the harmonies, and I'm going to kind of chop up the pieces and the parts that I like with the harmonies, and I'm going to kind of mute the mantra on the regular vocal. I'm gonna still have mantra on it though. I'm gonna take the harmonies off. I gotta get better at it. I'm not the great at stacking harmonies, I ain't gonna lie, so excuse me for my mediocreness, but it sounds good as you guys can see. That gate right there is tough, so I'm gonna take that and chop that up. That's a good preset right there. I'm glad I went through them. I truly feel like that this plugin is a really good, I keep on saying this, but it's a really good go-to one-stop shop whenever you want to just quickly mix, flip, process, chop, whatever you want to do. Just add something to your vocals, add something to like even your synths. Even though I didn't use synths, I'll make another video about using mantra on the synths, you know, because I really like this plugin. Like, there's a lot of stuff that you can do, and I have literally all the Neuro DSP plugins, so these guys didn't didn't disappoint when it comes to this vocal processing one. Yeah, once again, thank you Neural DSP for even blessing me with a copy, an early copy of Mantra. If you want to go get Mantra, click the link in my description. It is out. It's going to be in the link in the description when this video is posted. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about it now. I actually just want to cook up something using what I chopped up from Mantra. Let's get back into it. Let me finish up the sample and then the video will be over. Oh, I'm cheating a little bit. Hold on, bro.
Say it again. Won't you say it again? Say it again. Say it again. Oh, 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 oh. Won't you say, oh, 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 oh. Won't you say, oh, oh, oh.
Hey, I will sit here all day and listen to that and tweak that and just, bro, listen. You guys made it to the finish line. Shout out to Hugo Versant. He was my editor, bro. He has been carrying me throughout the past 2 years almost. Shout out to you, my boy. You the GOAT. Contact him for edits, bro. You know, he's looking for some clients. Tap in with him. But aside from that, thank you so much, Neural DSP, guys. Michael, if you guys are watching this, it's been an honor collaborating and having one of your products early and being able to showcase it to the world as y'all watch me made some R&B beats. I love it. I gotta start making some more 90s R&B, man. I gotta start making some more Aaliyah Jodeci type of beats, man. Like, no cap, bro. Like... But aside from that, man, like, you guys already know, go get Mantra, link in the description. I don't have an affiliate or nothing. I'm just posting it because I feel like this needed some spotlight, especially for vocals, man. Like, you see what it did with the harmonies. I'm still trying to fix that. But if you're like a harmony legend, if you know how to work that, you could use it to your advantage, bro. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, the sculpt function, the built-in robotics, it listens to your vocals, it listens to your track, and it kind of determines what do you want to, like, what it wants to do with it. You know, like, it wants to put it up there or wants to leave it back here. Like, you know, there's a lot of things that you can do with it in terms of the randomization of it. So just give it a shot. Link in the description. And I really appreciate you guys for coming on this channel and watching me do my thing, man. So thank you guys so much. Go check out Neural DSP for all their amplifiers, plugins, all that type of good stuff, bro. So yeah, I will make another video when it comes to using drums or synths or something else. But yeah, just know that I'll be using Mantra and a whole bunch of other Neural DSP plugins in my videos. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for reaching out. Thank you for tapping in. Grateful. Highly blessed. Thank you.